So you got Tampa on your radar to move to. You've read all the great stuff about Tampa Bay, which there's a ton, but I want to make sure you understand some of the negatives about Tampa Bay and really Florida in general. Here are the 6 things you need to know before moving to Tampa. Let's go. I'm Chris Johnson, your Tampa Bay realtor, and me and my team specialize with folks just like you looking to relocate, buy, invest, or sell in the Tampa Bay area. If you're looking to make a move, our team would love to hop on a discovery call with you to learn more about your personal situation. Give us a call, text, send us an email, or fill out the contact form, which is all in the description below. So let's jump right into it with reason number 1. While Tampa's sunny weather is a big draw for many, the heat and the humidity can be a bit much for some. Now, it's not just the heat, it's the intensity of the sun. Many people who do not live this far south is going to underestimate the sun's intensity here. The humidity is one that folks who are not used to it can't really bear. And this is why so many people vacation outside of the summer months here. Some locals even leave the state to find vacation spots that are less steamy just to catch a break from the heat. But here's the silver lining. You'll have plenty of opportunities to cool off at the beach, take a dip in the pool, or simply relax in the comfort of air conditioning. Let's just say in Florida, during the summer months, there's no such thing as patio weather. Now, reason number 2, this may seem obvious, but it's worth the mention. It's the risk of hurricanes. Our hurricane season does start from June 1st and it lasts through the end of November. Now, this is a long stretch of time to have to worry about the risk of a hurricane or tropical storm hitting the coast. But living in Florida, this is something you have to just understand. The best thing to do is just be prepared and you will be fine. If you really are scared, then make sure you choose areas that are not near the coastlines or near any of the bay or any of the lakes as well. This is where you're going to find massive flooding from storm surge. So areas farther inland such as Lutz or Wesley Chapel, Odessa, even Carrollwood, West Chase. These are going to be much safer areas than having to avoid the coastal areas that are prone to flooding. But here's the good news. Tampa boasts some of the most robust hurricane preparedness measures in the country. Now, this ensures that us residents are going to be well equipped to weather any storms. Moving on to number 3, traffic congestion. Like any bustling city, Tampa can experience its fair share of traffic jams during rush hour. But not only rush hour experiences some slow traffic, there are some notorious areas and pockets of the Tampa Bay area that seem to always have some type of slowdown. Now, both the downtown areas of Tampa and St. Pete will usually have congestion throughout the day. The I-75 corridor between Riverview and Brandon, which also includes the Selman Expressway, seems to always have congestion throughout the day as well. Gulf to Bay Boulevard in Clearwater always tends to jam up, and during spring break and the summer months, forget about it. It's going to be a parking lot out there. But on the bright side of things, the city is constantly investing in transportation infrastructure to improve the mobility and alleviate all of this congestion. Now, us locals sure feel like it's a slow process, but nobody predicted this type of growth that the Tampa Bay area has seen in the past few years. Plus, with plenty of scenic routes and alternative modes of transportation, getting around town has been easier. Now next, let's talk about bugs and critters. Yes, Florida's lush environment is home to a variety of insects and wildlife. Mosquitoes are very common and are almost here year-round. Termites are probably the worst in our state than any other state in the country. We have things like lizards that can freak people out. The obvious is alligators, which you'll find in the ponds, the lakes, the rivers, palmetto bugs as well. While encountering these creatures may be unsettling at first, they're just a small price to pay for living in paradise. Plus, regular pest control services, which I highly recommend, can help keep all of these unwanted guests away. Are you thinking about relocating to Tampa? Well, I've got just the thing for you. My team and I have actually taken the time to create the ultimate relocation guide, which is meant to save you hours of research, and I've linked it down below. So from top employers, the best hospitals, and a boatload of other things that you need to know before making the move. The best part is that this guide is absolutely free to you, and you can use this as your main resource. Just click the link in the description or at the top pinned comment. I hope you will find this information invaluable to you. Now, the 5th reason might sting a little bit, and that's the high insurance costs. A lot of folks in the nation know that Florida does have a high property insurance cost. I probably should have said this right after the hurricane, but I kind of wanted to break this to you all as gently as possible. It's no secret that Florida's coastal location and susceptibility to natural disasters can lead to higher insurance premiums. With hurricanes also comes the risk of tornadoes. So even if you are outside of these coastal areas, insurance companies know you could have some issues from wind damage as well due to the possible tornadoes or just the high winds associated with hurricanes. It's a battle that Florida has, as we have seen so many insurance companies having to pull out of the state. Now, Citizens, who is the state-run insurance company, seems to have the bulk of all of the policy. One pro tip, buying a newer home can keep these costs down down. But if you do buy an older home, make sure that the roof is no more than 10 years old, as these insurance companies will have issues the closer it gets to that 15-year mark. We also advise our buyers about this. And for sellers, if your roof is 15 years or older and you want to sell your home, I would advise you go ahead and get that replaced. That way you can be in a good selling position and you can maintain selling at top dollar as well. But the peace of mind that comes with all of this and the comprehensive coverage, the protection against potential risk, is going to be well worth the investment. Now, last but not least, let's talk about the tourist crowds. I kind of touched on this a little bit before with the traffic topic, but with Tampa's vibrant tourism industry, it's no surprise that popular attractions can get a bit crowded, especially during peak seasons. Now, we have 3 professional sports teams in Tampa Bay, so there's always crowds during game days and an influx of fans that are visiting for the visiting teams. Of course, the beaches are popular during spring break and the summer months, so Clearwater all the way down to St. Pete Beach are going to have massive crowds, and the local eateries and shops are going to be busy as well because people, quite frankly, want to take a break from the heat. Now, we have all the festivals that go on as well in Vinoy Park and St. Pete, Clearwater with the new concert area, The Sound, downtown Tampa, you've got Gasparilla, you got Riverfest, all the other 100 festivals that happen annually, so you just got to be patient. But on the bright side of things, while navigating through crowded attractions and popular destinations can be a challenge, it also presents an excellent opportunity to experience the city's diverse culture and hospitality firsthand. Remember, every city has its quirks and challenges, but here in Tampa, the pros definitely outweigh the cons, and I hope I presented that to you well. If you're local, drop that in the comments below. Let me know what you think I missed. I'd love to hear from you. I'm Chris Johnson, your Tampa Bay Realtor, and if you found any value at all today, please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and if you're relocating, buying, selling, or investing in the Tampa Bay area, and maybe this is part of your challenge this year or maybe in the future, our team would love to help you. You can contact us 3 ways: call or text or email, or fill out our description form, which is all going to be below.